Morning, my dear students. Today we are discussing about the acidophilus bacilli, especially Mycobacterium tuberculosis. So, in acidophilus bacilli, example is the Mycobacterium tuberculosis. So, what about the Mycobacterium tuberculosis? Now we discuss. So, the Mycobacterium tuberculosis are acid-fast bacilli. These are the long, slender, straight line structure. It is a it look like a long, slender, straight or slightly curved bacilli. Slightly curved bacilli is known as the Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Is known as the Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Means these like structures or these like structures. Slightly curved or straight line long these like structures are identified in the given sample is known as the Mycobacterium tuberculosis. So they are arranged is a single or pair. They are arranged single or pair. So sometimes it is arranged as a single arrangement. What is the arrangement? Is arrangement as a single or pair. Single or pair. So these organisms are stained with the how to stain these particular organisms. These organisms are stained with them. These organisms stained with them. Jahil stain, Jahil-Nelson staining technique. Using Jahil-Nelson technique stain technique, we are using with the especially 20% sulfuric acid, also H2SO4. The H2SO4 is used as a decolorizing agent. So it's stained with the Jezels-Nessel staining, and it is arranged as singular pair. It is a slightly curved or straight line structure. This is about the acid-fast bacilli or Mycobacterium tuberculosis. This is the physical characters. And the next one, what is the pathogenicity of the acid-fast bacilli? Pathogenicity. So, what is the pathogenicity of the acid-fast bacilli? So, means here the source of the infection is a patient suffering from to the pulmonary tuberculosis. So, it is the source of infection. Source of infection. Source of infection is a patient suffering from pulmonary tuberculosis. And then the bacilli, for example, one person is already suffered with a pulmonary tuberculosis. So at that moment, here the bacilli shed in this the bacilli, the Mycobacterium tuberculosis bacilli is presented in the sputum. The sputum is the sputum it containing the sputum containing the bacilli. The sputum is coming out to the through mouth, from our mouth. For example, don't draw this diagram. So the sputum is presented in our lungs. This is the lungs. So the already suffered from the TP. The sputum come out through the mouth. The sputum patient who coughs out. So how to come out? Coughs out. Who coughs out? And bacilli released. These are the coughed out. The bacilli is released out as a droplets. Into air. So these droplets are get fried and living bacilli. It is the entangled dry mucus, and these droplets is containing the nuclei and etc. etc. The thousand, how many droplets are how many bacilli are come out from the body? Pulmonary tuberculosis is from inside of the body to outside of the body. How many cells are present come out from the inside of the body to outside of the body? Thousands or millions, thousands to millions bacillus are come out from the thousands to millions come out from the inside of the body to outside of the body. One single cough, in a single cough, in a single cough. Being lightweight, these are suspended. These are the suspended in the air. Suspended in the air. These are suspended in the air. Why? Because of it is a lightweight substances. It is a lightweight substances. So this is about the pathogenicity. And the next one, transmission. How to transfer the tuberculosis from one body to another one body. The next one, transmission. Transmission. So the transmission mode of transfer of disease from person to person. It is a mode of transfer from person to person. Mode of transfer of person to person. How to person? Inhalation process. Inhalation. Mode of transfer is person to person. Inhalation. Pulmonary tuberculosis. These are the bacilli get enter person to person inhalation process entering into the lungs. In the lungs, especially alveoli. It settled at the alveoli. Settled the alveoli in the lungs to produce it starts. Once settle in the alveoli, it is the person to person transfer the inhalation process. So after entering into the lungs, it is settled at the alveoli. It starts the infection. It starts the infection in the body. And then the pulmonary tuberculosis, it is the two types. The pulmonary tuberculosis, the TB is it is the two types. TB, primary infections or primary complex, or first one is the primary infection or primary complex, and the next one, it is a post primary infection. Second one is the post primary infection. So this is about the transmission of tuberculosis. The next one is signs and symptoms. So the signs and symptoms in the especially primary complex. It is the first one is the primary complex. In the primary complex, it is a primary complex. What is the signs and symptoms? So usually these are the occur in the, it is the below 14 years age. It is occur in the below 14 years age persons. It suffered from the primary complex. So what is that signs and symptoms? It is a prolonged fever occur in the below 14 years age. So it suffered from the prolonged fever occur. And the next one, loss of weight. And the next one, the next one increases the temperature. And cough. And the next one, cough and sputum are not seen in the primary complex. So this is about the primary complex symptoms. And the next one, post primary tuberculosis. In post primary tuberculosis, which types of signs and symptoms are occur? So in this disease, acquired inhalation of the droplet nuclei. In this particular disease, acquired by inhalation process. Of droplet nuclei. And the next one, in here In this in here, which type of symptoms, signs and symptoms are occurred. So here these are the it containing them in the signs and symptoms. Loss of weight occur, loss of weight. And the next one, night sweat. And the next one increases the temperature at the evening time. And the next one, produce the production of the or produce cough and sputum is produces. And the next one, in here, sudden hemorrhage, and death may be also occur. Sometimes it is the respiratory system is the failure occur. So these type of the characters are identified in the with the bacillus bacilli, especially tuberculosis. And the next one, how to diagnosis of disease. How to diagnosis. So it is a diagnosis diagnosed by the number one is direct smear examination process. And the next one, concentrated technique. Number three is culture and acid fast stain. Technique. And the next one, animal inoculation technique. And the fifth one, chest x-ray. So with the using of the different types of techniques are there. So with the using of these type of technique, we are determining the TB is presented in our body or not, determined by with the using of these type of activities. So the next one, what is the treatment? So in here, treatment, we are using the two types of drugs. One is the first line drugs and second line drugs. What about the first line drugs? So the first line drugs is the rifampicin, and the next one, ethambutol, and the next one, pyrazinamide. So these drugs are we are using in the first line drugs. So the next one, second line drugs. The second line drugs is streptomycin, kanamycin, amikacin, and the next one, fluoroquinolones. These types of drugs are we are using in the second line drug for the treatment of the TB. And the next one, the TB vaccine, which type of vaccines are we are using? In this vaccine, we are using the BCG vaccine. With the using of the BCG vaccine also, treatment for the TB. So this is about the acid fast bacilli, mycobacterium tuberculosis. So if you have any doubts from this topic, tomorrow we will discuss. Thank you.